Why I was removed as Lagos Governor, Ambode. A statement purportedly credited to the former Lagos State Governor, Akinwumi Ambode, is trending. This is the best governor that we ever had in this country. In Lagos State, this man is the best governor we had. Nobody's coming close. Maybe Fashola too tried. Ambode served as the governor of Lagos State from 2015 to 2019. Before his gubernatorial tenure, he was a public servant for 27 years and a financial consultant. These are people that have something to fall back on. That is why politics is not a big deal for them. You see, he stopped being a governor and he went on with his life. He did not come back and fight for ministerial appointment, or he wants to be this one, or he wants to be in the Senate, or whatever. He went back to his life. He was a public servant for 27 years, so obviously he will have things going on for him. A financial consultant. He can even start his own. I'm sure he has his own company himself. I'm very, very sure about that. And these are the people that will not die because of politics. That will not compromise because they have something going on for themselves. They don't rely solely on politics. If that's their only source of livelihood for some people, they don't have any other thing. They don't have a job. They don't have any technical skills. They don't have any skills. They don't have emotional skills. They don't have soft skills. Every skills, they don't have it. That's why they want to die there as the speaker, as the minister, as the president, because they don't have any other thing to fall back on. In 2018, Ambode lost the APC gubernatorial primary election to Babajide Sanwo-Olu and subsequently supported Sanwo-Olu's campaign. The statement reads, I constructed 22 roads in Alimosho and refused to award any of the contracts to Fashola and Co. So, I insisted that contracts that have been awarded to party leaders under Fashola must be executed before they could be awarded new contracts under my regime. Number 3, I wanted to phase out downfalls and area boys from the street of Lagos. Yes, he wanted to. And it was on the verge of doing it. And it should have brought about a peaceful Lagos, but and introduce smarter means of transportation without area boys and Agbero. 4, I refused to pad budget with 10% for the House of Assembly members, led by Bayo Oshinowo and Mudashiru Obasa. Can you hear? That Mudashiru Obasa, he has been there. That's why he doesn't want to leave. He should pad the budget with 10% for the House of Assembly. Can you imagine? 5, I refused to grant the concession of the 4th Milan Bridge to Tinubu's high-tech. Can you imagine? These are the reasons why they decided to remove him as the state governor. Can you imagine? I refused to increase the amount of money being paid from the state revenue to Tinubu through Alpha Beta from 10% to 20%. Can you imagine? 7, I developed Ekpe. Ekpe was never in their master plan. We know. 8, I refused to support Fashola and Bayo Oshinowo's senatorial ambition because they are not Lagosians. Abi. 9, I refused to use Lagos State funds to finance Osun elections. Did you hear? I should come and use Lagos State money to finance Osun elections. Can you hear? That's the same thing that Fubara is doing. And that Wike is doing to Fubara. He's using River State money to sponsor Edo election, to sponsor everybody's election. That is what our government has become. This is how politics is being done in Nigeria, and it doesn't make any sense. And people are supporting these people. I don't understand it. Can you imagine did you hear? Part budget for us at 10% for the House of Assembly. It's not only the House of Assembly that will ask. Even the National Assembly too, they will ask for their own. Pad it. This is the amount we want to be collecting every month. Imagine that okay. Even the governor, the former governor, President Tinubu, right now, also asks for things from him. He should increase the money, the state revenue to Tinubu from 10% to 20%. Kilo day. About this country, it's God that will help us. So, it is really, really well. Solar scientist says these are the real truths, of course. Although not directly coming from Ambode, but it is the bitter truth. Yes, it is the bitter truth. Ambode was like the best governor. After when they started attacking the admirals and all of that, that's when they started ganging up against him, because they know that this one is trying to block our source of livelihood, because he was really doing well in Lagos State. Lagos was almost becoming like London. From Fashola to him, they really did well. The both of them really did well. And Ambode really did a lot for Lagos. If only they allowed him for second tenure, maybe we'll not have all these admirals disturbing people like this again. Anthony Motua says, you did well for Lagos State during your tenure. God bless you. Amen. No. Amen. No. Audu Umar says, and they refused to vote you for second term. Yes, now. That's when he started having issues with Tinubu, probably because of the money he did not increase from 10% to 20%. If you don't do their bidding, now that's what is happening to Fubara right now. I came in as a governor. Probably we already have things that we discussed. Oh, this is the amount I will give you. This is the amount I will be remitting to you every month. Then he will now come after the person has entered and say, oh, that money that we talked about, you have to increase it. And probably from like 10% to 20%. And then you have to give me all the local government. I want to be the one controlling it. I want to be the one doing this and that. Why? This country is so corrupt, like it's corrupted to the very deep ends. Ndubuka says, and this so-called slavery pattern that we learned from Tinubu that made them want to hijack rivers, you want to toe the step of Tinubu back? It won't work. That's exactly what he's doing. That's exactly what he's doing. That's what Tinubu did. That's what Wike is doing to Fubara. That's what they are doing. Justin Ameju says, Edmond, if he says it will heaven for capital, no. Generally, we know that most of the points made are what's going on in the country. What were you giving percentage of state allocation to godfathers and speakers' money for state should be spent on the... Justin, are you too? What did you write? So read it now. Before you post things, you read it. Can you make sense of what you wrote? We have illiterates in this country. Plenty educated illiterates, like ordinary sentence you cannot compose. Read it. What did you write now? I don't even understand. Well, Claire Ezeke says, history will vindicate the just. Amen. Ayi Daniel says, I hope this season will not make them use ESCC on him for revealing the truth. Well, the truth is always bitter. And I don't always like it. And I don't think they have anything against him. What do they want to use against him? That is the truth. He said the truth. So it's all of those things that made them to say, oh, this one is not going to come for second term. This one wants to block our source of livelihood. That's why. Tizel, my listeners, over to you. Leave your thoughts in the comment section. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Thank you. Bye.